Bringing remarks to you tonight are Valedictorian Patrick Charles Thornton.
Before I start, I'd like to just say something about Hunter Goodman. He's been my right-hand man for 4 straight years, and I think he should be congratulated for that one more time. Huh, people? Come on. Give him some love. Okay. As soon as As soon as people learned that there was a possibility that I would be giving a speech at graduation, they came in large droves asking if they might possibly be featured. I consented, and so in no particular order, I will now relate their desired messages to you. Amy Shreve approached me, and with a sweet tone and humble pretense, modestly asked if I could say something nice about her. Amy, I believe you to be a goddess among women. The radiance of your beauty outshines the glory of a dozen of your peers. If the world could be shown to me free from the malice of men, free from death and destruction, free from hopelessness, tears, unmet need, and free from all the host of the curses of men, but without your melodious voice, I would declare it not perfection, but grievous horror. Amy's sister Sarah wishes that I admit my deep obsession of her to the masses. Sarah, I am deeply obsessed with you. You are the light of 1,000 suns. I'm the moth chasing that light in vain. You are the apple of my eye, the thing that keeps me up at night, and the reason I wake in the morning. I am the kite. You are the wind. Andy Shoemake, after some thought, decided he wanted to be recognized for interesting Taco Bell conversations. So that you can understand the caliber of interest contained in these conversations, I will now digress into a short anecdote. While a fair-sized grouping of people were dining at Taco Bell, Andy and I being amongst this large grouping, our protagonist Andy decided he would call all attention to himself so that he might display his amazing magical powers. Declaring himself Houdini and taking up a taco wrapper in his hand, he propelled it with flourish behind him directly onto the table of 3 other diners while shouting, "Voila!" It disappeared. Such is elucidation of great wonders that can be discovered at Taco Bell. Jacob Lavender desired his name and the words "long, lonely nights together" to be mentioned in the same sentence, as in, "Thanks for all the long, lonely nights together, Jacob." I patently refuse to say this or admit to the implied long, lonely nights together, but I do ask the audience to draw their own conclusions as to why I would have wanted that said in the first place. Kevin Peters came late yesterday to me asking if he could be included. I told him that no, it was too late. He insisted, and so I finally broke down and said he could be mentioned. There you go. Michelle McWhorter just really wanted to be in my speech, so here she is. My brother, Daniel Thornton, upon command from his friend, Doc McGuire, wants me to tell you about the wonders of flipping houses as a means of financial security. Having never personally flipped a house and only having watched Flip That House one time, I feel I'm inadequate to delineate proper methods to achieve riches in this endeavor. However, with such powerful minds as Daniel and Doc giving reputability to its potential gains, I do not doubt that many of you will want to jump on this opportunity immediately. I must admit, I fain would rather not discuss this last request with the lot of man seated here, but in respect to honesty and me being desirous of a clear conscience, I will. Jake Tyson has asked that I relate to everyone the truth surrounding my high school career. Alas, how I wish it were not true, but I'm a fraud. Off Jake's tests, I cheated. His homework, I copied. His notes, I studied. His essays, I replicated. His postulations, I proffered as my own. His speeches, I emulated. His tutorings, I relished with gladness. His criticisms, I received. His mind, my tutor. The sham is not limited to academics. Being a man of little inventiveness and having no constitution of personality, I saw needed to have someone create me into a suitable human, fit for reception into the public sector, a reception I would never have been able to make on my own. Jake, ever helpful, saw me in my pitiful wretchedness, and drawing upon wells of mercy with such breadth and depth as to be nigh incomprehensible to the rational human mind, took it upon himself to form me acceptable. My speech, he perfected. My gait, he created. My fashion, he composed. My actions, he planned. My ideals and values, he planted. All that you see before you now, all as a result of his careful actions, at least all a result of his careful action. At least that is what he told me. I do not remember any of that happening, but who was a puppet to speak against his puppeteer? Now I'll actually get to the speech. In the movie The Matrix, people lived their lives thinking it was all real. There were the rich, the famous, the successful. The only problem was that it was all a fake. They were human batteries being fed off of by machines. That was the reality. Most people never knew what was actually going on, and they were slaves their whole life. Neo was different. He was approached by Morpheus and given a choice. Neo was given the opportunity to choose between a red and blue pill. The blue pill leaves him just as he is, living his life like nothing ever happened. The red takes him out of the matrix and into the real world. We've been told our entire lives that we should make good decisions. I don't believe that this is very good advice. Who in here has purposely made a decision that he thought would turn out badly? No one. Every one of us understands how to take in information and make educated decisions based off of it. The only problem we run into is when we do not have sufficient information with which to make our decisions. Many people are dissatisfied with their jobs. They say, if I had known that it would be like this, I would have done something else. The list goes on and on. Insufficient knowledge of a situation always leads to decisions that work out badly. I do not believe any of you are poor decision makers. I, however, do believe that large amounts of very valuable information has been kept from many of you. The people contained in the feeding pods in the Matrix didn't purposely choose to live like that. They were tricked. In this life, the blue pill, the pill that will allow you to live your life thinking everything is real and under your control, but is actually a complete farce run by forces beyond your power to control, is really pretty much anything. The red pill, the pill that will allow you to see life as it truly is right there in front of you. It's that Bible you're looking at. Choosing not to make the decision whether to go after the blue or red pill is having it made for you. You choose blue. I'm done.